Hey everybody, it's Maria Makes. So today I'm going to be showing you guys what I did for my May bullet journal spreads. The theme I chose this month was anime. I like to play on words, but I also like to draw anime whenever and wherever I can. I didn't choose the weeb life, the weeb life chose me, so I'm accepting it. On a serious note, I really am a big fan of anime. I think not only is it aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but it typically also is a genre of animated film where a lot of the stories have lessons in them. I like a lot of shonen anime because I like the underdog stories that usually go with them, like Naruto and Boku no Hero, because not only do these animes show us fun and entertaining fight scenes, but it also shows us a visual metaphor of the kind of things we go through in life, like our own monsters and villains, that isn't too dark or too gruesome, that still manages to keep our attention and also inspire us at the same time. And I also don't just watch shonen for animes. I really like the fight scenes, but I'm also a sucker for romance animes. Back in middle school, when it wasn't cool yet to declare your love for anime publicly, especially online, I used to read a lot of kaichou and maid-sama. I really liked the headstrong female protagonist Misaki because not only was she really smart and really cool, she was also a tsundere, which kind of made the story a bit more interesting, even though it's a bit cliche now. And also, how can we forget about Usui? Character design is just simply chef's kiss. I was firmly convinced that I was going to marry an in real life Usui, but also at the same time resolve the fact that I was also going to be marrying Zayn from One Direction. The mind of a middle schooler. Looking at it now, Hunter is kind of the Usui type since he's good at everything, like music, school, games, and he's good looking and funny. I guess I won, you guys. So the first page other than the cover on this bullet journal is going to be my goals page. I put mokuteki in Japanese and also shukan, which is the habits that I'm going to be following for this month. I did use a lot of Japanese for my headers for this monthly spread. I just wanted to use my Japanese a bit more since I haven't been using it on a daily basis since I last took it in university. I really enjoyed learning Japanese and was kind of bummed out whenever I didn't have space anymore to put it in my schedule. But now that I have a lot of the grammar points under my belt, I feel like I can still keep learning Japanese just by continuing to read more text and also practicing and memorizing more content. So after making my habit tracker, I'm going to be making my sleep tracker. Here I'm drawing sleeping Zenitsu. If you've seen Demon Slayer, you probably know why that's epic. For my mood tracker, I use the different characters from the animes I like Ochako, Kakashi, Misaki, and Inosuke. Up next, I have my YouTube tracker where I'm going to be doing most of my video planning. I have 4 different video boxes to designate the weekly videos that I'm going to be doing for the month of May. And then on the side I had a brain dump for suggestions and ideas that aren't yet set in stone that I could possibly do in the future. Up next is a unique spread for this month. It's going to be my final exam spreadsheet. I put Yaoyorozu studying for exams just to get inspiration because she's one of my favorite characters from My Hero. Here I'm going to put the topics I need to study and also the practice tests I need to take. The last tracker I have is my expense tracker. On the heading it says okane, which means money, and this is where I'm going to track my spendings. Then we have the first week of May, or the fake first week of May. It's just these 2 days that are kind of straggling, so I'm just going to do a simple spread for these guys since they aren't technically full week. On the left are the tasks and on the right are the timesheets. I found this separation very helpful because on the left where I can list out my due tasks, then I know what to prioritize. And the right kind of helps me with time management, especially now that we're in quarantine and building our own schedules. I mark when my meetings are and when things are due, and I can also see when my free times are. For the first full week of May, I'm just drawing a bunch of different characters to represent the weekdays. I blacked out Sunday and Saturday because I just thought that 5 characters was enough to draw. This entire left page is going to be dedicated to listing out the due or due tasks. And the structure will make more sense later when it's contrasted with the right side of the page where all the timetables are for the weekdays. As for the first week, I had Naruto as my theme, and here in the second week I have Kaichou and maid-sama. I just drew the 2 characters, just Usui and Misaki, with different expressions. I actually really liked the toothbrushing Usui, but I felt like I butchered the bishi out of him. Here we have Kimetsu no Yaiba. I actually really liked it when I first watched it, and I haven't gone back to reading the manga yet, but I'm thinking I should since I don't know when the next season is coming out. And lastly, we have Boku no Hero. I struggled a bit drawing these characters because I think my brain was melting from shifting styles too much. And oh my god, I even butchered Shoto, even though he's like my favorite. It's like when you tell your mom you want to date Shoto and she says we have Shoto at home and he looks like that. And that also reminds me of that Sasuke meme. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Back to the video. Here I'm separating the do and do compartments, where the do ones are much bigger since I'm expecting to write more there since they are hard deadline. I also added color based on the anime of the week, so Naruto was orange, kaichou maid was yellow because of Usui's blonde hair, Kimetsu no Yaiba was pink because of Nezuko, and My Hero Academia was green because of Deku. Apologies for the lighting change. The clouds in the night kind of caught up with my video, but I really wanted to finish it in one day, so sorry if we're back to indoor lighting. I'm just repeating the same process for each of the weeks. I find that doing the same kind of tasks helps me finish my bullet journal faster. So if I'm drawing characters, my brain's kind of in the flow of drawing characters. Or if I'm drawing little boxes and I keep drawing boxes, I find this less mentally fatiguing than if I keep switching drawing modes. It's probably like psychological inertia or something where it's hard to break out of the flow. So for each week, I have a little half door where I'm going to be putting my weekly tasks, my water tracker, and also a notes section. And behind the half door are 2 timetables for Monday and Tuesday, and on the page after that are the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday timetables. I debated whether I should have put a timetable for Sunday or Saturday, but I thought otherwise and just decided to use that space for a doodle like my favorite manga captions. So I'm just repeating the same process here, same template but different design, and here are the timetables, and on the side is the doodle. What are your guys' favorite anime? You should leave me a comment down below or some recommendations. And you should also tell me why you like it, because I want to know more about it. I don't know if you guys noticed that I tend to use a lot of my whiteout during the bullet journaling process. And I just wanted you guys to know, especially for my bullet journal beginners out there, that it's okay to make mistakes in your bullet journal even when you have it in ink. If you're anything like me or how I used to be, my first few bullet journals never made it to finish because, one, I would either tear up pages because I didn't like the look and I couldn't stand having like whiteout inks on it. But especially now, seeing bigger bullet journal accounts that have much more beautiful spreads than me make mistakes and accepting it, they always say things like, oh, I like the look of it because it looks really crafty and lived in. I think that's why the bullet journal was so appealing to me, because it wasn't like an impersonal, corporately made planner, but it was customized and designed just for me by me. And even with all of its mistakes and sidetracked plans, it's still something that's clearly made out of love and uniquely my own. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys learned a thing or two or found some inspiration for your own bullet journal. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll be doing a real-time plan with me, where I show you guys how I use my bullet journal to prepare for the upcoming month. I'll show you guys the systems that I've used and how I've managed to make them work for me. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on the bell to get my notifications. And if you're feeling generous, you should share this video. Bye!